Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a question. What if starting today, you stopped chasing money, and money started chasing you? That shift, my friends, could change your life forever. You see, too many people wake up each day in pursuit, scrambling, clawing, running after every dollar like it's running away from them. But wealth doesn't work that way. It doesn't come to the desperate. It comes to the prepared. Money has a strange kind of radar. It's attracted to value, confidence, and purpose. If you want to live a wealthy life, you must begin to think like someone money wants to be around. Here's what I've learned. Your mindset is the magnet. If you think poor, speak poor, and act poor, you'll stay poor. But if you train your mind to think like money is already looking for you, things begin to shift. Opportunities appear, connections spark, solutions arise, and real wealth starts to flow your way. Wealth begins in the mind long before it shows up in your bank account. Most people spend their lives trying to earn more, save more, and invest smarter, but they overlook the most powerful financial tool they have, their mindset. The way you think about money determines how you interact with it, how you attract it, and ultimately, how much of it stays in your life. If your thoughts are built around fear, lack, and survival, your results will reflect that. You'll find yourself constantly in a cycle of struggle, never feeling like there's enough, always reacting to circumstances instead of shaping them. But when you shift to a mindset of abundance, everything changes. You begin to think in terms of growth, opportunity, and long-term vision. You stop asking, "Can I afford this?" and start asking, "How can I create this?" That small difference in thinking opens doors where others see walls. The wealthy aren't just lucky, they think differently. They train their minds to see money not as a scarce resource, but as something abundant, available, and flowing. They focus on what's possible, not on what's missing. When you believe there's more than enough, you start to see options, ideas, and openings that others miss entirely. Thinking rich doesn't mean pretending you have money you don't. It means developing the mental habits and beliefs that will eventually lead you to it. Your thoughts create your beliefs. Your beliefs shape your actions, and your actions determine your outcomes. So if you want different outcomes with money, you must start by changing the thoughts behind them. Wealth is not a number, it's a mindset. And when you master that, the external results will eventually catch up with your internal reality. Think like money is looking for you, and it just might start showing up. Most people spend their lives chasing money as if it's running away from them. They hustle from morning till night, always trying to catch up, always feeling behind. But here's the truth. Chasing money rarely leads to real wealth. It leads to exhaustion, frustration, and a constant sense of scarcity. The shift happens when you stop running after money and start focusing on becoming the kind of person money is drawn to. Think of it like this. Money flows to those who offer value, who solve problems, who walk with clarity and purpose. Instead of asking, "How can I get more money?" ask, "How can I become more valuable?" Because when you increase your value, the marketplace responds. Money starts to find you. Opportunities appear. Resources align. It's not magic, it's mindset and positioning. People who attract money have something others want. It might be knowledge, leadership, creativity, or the ability to execute big ideas. They don't beg for attention. They command it by being exceptional at what they do. The energy you carry matters too. When you live from a place of confidence and belief, money gravitates toward you. But when you operate from desperation, you push it away. That's why it's important to work more on yourself than your job. Build your skills, raise your standards, and develop a vision that pulls you forward. The more you grow, the more attractive you become, not just to people, but to wealth itself. The goal is to become a magnet for money, not a slave to it. Stop chasing it like a stranger and start acting like it's already looking for you. When you shift from pursuit to attraction, everything begins to change. Money stops being a struggle and starts becoming a natural result of who you are becoming. Money doesn't respond to wishful thinking or empty ambition. It responds to value. Too many people are focused on how much time they're putting in, thinking that more hours automatically mean more income. But time alone doesn't make you rich. It's the value you bring to those hours that determines your reward. The marketplace pays for results, not effort. If you want to increase your income, you have to increase your contribution. The more problems you solve, the more money will flow to you. That's the law of compensation. Your income is directly linked to the need for what you do, your ability to do it well, and the difficulty of replacing you. When you become valuable, truly valuable, money will have no choice but to find you. That means you need to stop asking how to make fast money and start asking how to become a person of deep value. Learn more. Do more, serve better. Be the solution people are searching for. That's where the real wealth is. Money is simply a byproduct of impact. It doesn't chase people who blend in. It chases people who stand out. If your skills are average, your income will be too. But if you rise above the average, if you commit to excellence, money will start to chase you, not the other way around. You don't need to chase every opportunity when you become the kind of person who creates opportunity. So take the focus off money and put it on mastery. Build yourself into an asset, something rare and in demand. Because once you bring uncommon value to the table, you'll never have to worry about income again. Money will seek you out as the reward for who you are and what you bring to the world. Building wealth isn't just about doing the right things. It's about becoming the right person. Many people try to fix their financial lives by focusing only on actions, budgeting, investing, or working harder. While those things matter, they're not the root of the problem or the solution. The true transformation begins with identity. Who do you believe you are when it comes to money? Are you someone who always struggles or someone who expects to thrive? Your identity sets the tone for every financial decision you make. If deep down you believe you're not meant to be wealthy, no strategy in the world will change your long-term results. You'll always find a way to sabotage your progress or limit your success. But if you begin to see yourself as someone who creates value, who is worthy of abundance, who is capable of managing and growing wealth, you start to behave differently, you make better choices, you attract better opportunities. You begin to act in alignment with your future, not your fears. Changing your identity means changing the story you tell yourself every day. It means replacing phrases like "I can't afford that" with "How can I create the resources for that?" It means no longer seeing wealth as something distant or reserved for others, but as something you're actively stepping into. When your actions and your identity align, momentum builds. Small decisions begin to compound. Confidence grows, and before you know it, you're not just doing what wealthy people do. You've become someone who thinks, acts, and lives like wealth is your natural state. That's the secret most people miss. Sustainable wealth comes from within. Until you become the person who can hold success, you'll keep losing it. But once you shift who you are, the results will follow. Confidence plays a powerful and often underestimated role in attracting wealth. People who carry themselves with certainty tend to draw more opportunities, more trust, and ultimately more money. It's not about arrogance or pretending to be something you're not. It's about believing in your value so deeply that others believe in it too. When you speak with conviction, take action with purpose, and show up with consistency, people notice. The marketplace rewards those who are clear about who they are and what they bring. Confidence signals competence, and competence opens doors. Investors, clients, partners, they're all drawn to people who know where they're going. Uncertainty repels resources, but confidence attracts them. That's why working on your inner belief is just as important as working on your outer skills. The truth is, most people don't lack opportunity. They lack the belief that they deserve to win. They hold back, doubt themselves, and hesitate just long enough to let the door close. But when you move through life with the belief that you belong in the room, that you have something valuable to offer, and that success is within reach, everything starts to shift. Money doesn't flow to the timid. It flows to those who act boldly, who trust their abilities, and who are willing to step into growth even when it's uncomfortable. Building confidence is a daily discipline. It comes from preparation, persistence, and small wins that compound over time. The more you keep your promises to yourself, the more you'll trust your own strength, and that inner trust radiates outward. It's not just about how the world sees you, it's about how you see yourself. Because when you walk like someone who is already successful, you create the path for success to meet you halfway. Confidence isn't optional. It's the currency of attraction. Developing a mindset where you believe money is chasing you requires consistent mental discipline. It's not something that happens once with a motivational video or a single good day. It's a habit, a practice, a way of thinking that you must reinforce daily. Most people are surrounded by negativity, news about financial crises, conversations filled with doubt, and environments that constantly echo scarcity. If you're not careful, that noise becomes your internal dialogue. That's why you must guard your mind like a gate. Be intentional about what you let in. Read books that build your belief. Listen to voices that stretch your vision. Speak words that shape your reality. This kind of discipline is not just about positivity. It's about programming your thoughts to align with abundance, not lack. You must replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Instead of thinking, "I never have enough," start affirming, "I always find a way to create more." Instead of saying, "I can't afford it," train yourself to ask, "How can I generate the resources for it?" These shifts sound simple, but they are powerful. They rewire your brain to look for possibilities instead of problems. The mind is like a muscle. The more you train it to think wealth, the stronger it becomes at attracting it. But this only works if you're consistent. You can't affirm abundance in the morning and complain about lack by the afternoon. Your thoughts, words, and actions must align. Every time you doubt yourself, you pause the flow. Every time you speak fear, you slow down momentum. But when you build the habit of mental strength, when abundance becomes your default language, you stop hoping for wealth and start expecting it. That's when things begin to change. That's when money starts chasing you, because your mind is finally ready to receive it.